Hello and welcome to another Beamer Fixer video, and in this video we're going to be following on from my previous video where we looked at personal contract purchase and hire purchase, the two most common finance agreements here in the UK for new and used cars. And in this video we're going to look at the percentage rates and APR and things that are involved with those two in a bit more detail. Okay, so you will go to the garage and they would have been given a flat rate by the finance company. So in this case, we've got 7% here, 5% here, which equates to about 13 or 14% APR there and 10 on this side. So it's usually, as a rule of thumb, double the flat rate, give or take. Okay, so the dealership's going to be more inclined to pop you on this one simply because you'll pay more interest over the agreement, which means that they will get a higher commission on what they sell to you. Okay, so to kind of put it into perspective, if you were to finance £12,000, now that could be the whole car, that could be the amount after your deposit and the final payment at the end on a PCP, or like I say, it could be the whole car. But the amount of money that we're going to be spreading over the term, which in this case is done over 3, 4 and 5 years. Okay, that's the most three common periods that people take car finance over. So over 3 years, okay, to work it out at a 7% flat rate, you have 12 grand there, so it's £12,000. You times that by 0.07, which is your 7% flat rate, times that by 3, which is your 3 years, will give you £2,520 worth of interest. That gives you a total of £14,520 for the whole amount, and over 3 years that would be £403 per month, give or take a couple of pence to the pound really. Okay, now looking at exactly the same amount of money, so £12,000, again similar calculation, 12,000 times by 0.05 this time because you've got 5% flat rate. Okay, and then times it by 3 again for your 3 years, £1,800 worth of interest, £13,800 overall gives you £383 a month. So not only are you saving £720 over the course of that agreement with 5%, you're also saving on your monthly payment as well. Okay, so again, to look at that one, say over a 4 or a 5 year agreement, £12,000. So you got your 12,000, you times that by 0.7 again for your 7% flat rate. This time you times it by 5 because you're doing over the 5 years. And this time you're going to be paying £4,200 worth of interest. So in all, you'll be financing £16,200 altogether. Okay, on £12,000, and that gives you a £270 a month monthly payment. So it can be attractive in terms of the monthly payments are lower, but to give you an idea of what you'll save over the percentage, over a 7 and a 5%. So over 3 years, £720, 4 years, £960, and 5 years, £1,200. So that's £1,200 you'll save. Okay, and that's you've not done anything special to earn that or to save that. That's literally just knowing what you're doing. Okay, because there's no reason why you can't have this rate. Short of your finance, your credit score being really bad, there's no reason why you cannot have that rate. Okay, but the dealers will automatically aim for this. So one thing you've really got to be careful of when you go to the dealership, you've got to be really careful you don't disclose how much you're happy to pay a month too soon. Okay, because if your monthly payment that you're happy to pay lines up perfectly for a whopping APR, when actually it was quite happy to be, if not cheaper on this one, you've just shot yourself in the foot. Okay, so to give you an idea, you see a nice car you like, you pop in to see the sales guy, and you'll say, oh, I love this car, I'm happy to pay £350 a month for that car. If you can get me that car for £350 a month, I'll be able to do a deal, and we'll buy the car. The sales guy might go, lovely, okay, well let me go crunch some numbers. So he goes and crunches some numbers. He's done the maths and realised that even on the higher rate, he can get it for you for £325 a month. Okay, so he's then thinking, crikey, that's Brucey bonus. They're gonna love this. And he goes back to the customer and he says, you know, you might give it a bit of a story. I've had a word with my manager. You've been really patient waiting for us doing the maths and everything. So we've come together and we're going to do a deal. I can get you the car for £325 a month. So you think, brilliant, absolutely. You think you've got a cracking deal because you've now got £25 a month off, when actually, if you'd not said and really put the thumb screws on and done a bit of calculating, you would have figured out that maybe you could have got it for 300, if not less. Okay, so you really got to be careful when you go in, and you keep your cards close to your chest. Okay, try and figure out as much as you can before you go. You can even, you know, there's nothing stopping you from getting up and walking out. They will follow you and they will call you back. All right, so don't worry. You've got to, one of the most powerful negotiating points is being able to walk away and mean it. Okay, because at the end of the day, they're going to want to sell you a car, and this isn't about screwing over the dealership. You know, or the sales guy. They've got a job to do. They are human beings. Okay, but it's about leveling the playing field. Okay, and you being armed with a bit more knowledge than just going in blind. Okay, so when you start talking about figures, you ask about the flat rate. Okay, you want that as low as possible. If it's something like 7, you know, your APR's up here. I mean, a good average for a used car is around 8 to 10, maybe 11% APRs. But you want to make sure what you're happy with paying isn't around here, because if you're happy to pay that and you're paying that, there's definitely some money to come off. Okay, so you can save yourself a small fortune. So especially £1,200 over 5 years. If someone come up to you with £1,200 after 5 years for doing nothing, or for just having a bit of a negotiating power over the salesman, then you're going to be laughing, aren't you? So I hope you found that interesting. I hope that gives you a bit more of an insight into the maths and figures behind it. If you've got any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll get back to everyone as soon as possible. And if you found it informative, then please give it a thumbs up. And I shall see you soon. Thanks very much, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.